There are many reasons for you to cite your sources, but the main four are to give credit, to assure readers about the accuracy of your facts, to show readers the research tradition that informs your work, and to help readers follow or extend your research. You should always provide a citation in the following situations. First, when you quote exact words from a source. Also, when you paraphrase ideas that are associated with a specific source, even if you don't quote exact words from it. And last, when you use any idea, data, or method attributable to any source you consulted. The following information is required in your citations. First, who wrote, edited, or translated the text. Second, what data identified the text. And last, who published the text and when. There are two citation styles. There is the bibliography citation and the parenthetical citation. In bibliography style citations, you signal that you have used a source by placing a superscript number at the end of the sentence in which you refer to it. You then cite the source of that quotation in a correspondingly numbered note that provides information about the source, author, title, and facts of publication, plus relevant page numbers. Notes are printed at the bottom of the page called footnotes, or in a list collected at the end of your paper called endnotes. All notes have the same general form. In most cases, you also list sources at the end of the paper in the bibliography. That list normally includes every source you cited in a note and sometimes others you consulted but did not cite. Each bibliography entry includes the same information contained in a full note, but in a slightly different form. In reference list style citations, you signal that you have used a source by placing a parenthetical citation, including author, date, and relevant page numbers, next to your reference to it. At the end of the paper, you list all sources in a reference list. That list normally includes every source you cited in a parenthetical citation, and sometimes others you consulted but did not cite. All reference list entries have the same general form. There are many signs of plagiarism, but these three are the main ones. If you cited the sources but did not put the exact words in the quotation marks, that is plagiarism. If you paraphrased the source and cited it, but it was almost the exact same, that was plagiarism. And if you used ideas or methods from a source but failed to cite it, that is also plagiarism. To prevent plagiarism, first, signal every quotation even when you cite its source. Don't paraphrase too closely. Usually cite a source of ideas not your own. And don't plead ignorance, misunderstanding, or innocent intentions. In some fields, your instructor may expect you to give full bibliographical data in each note, but in most, you can give a complete citation the first time you cite work, and a shortened one in a subsequent note. At one time, writers shortened citations in notes by using Latin terms and abbreviations in the work cited. This practice has fallen out of favor, so avoid all Latin citation terms except one, ibid, for ibidem, or in the same place. Some writers still use ibid to shorten a citation to a work whose bibliographical data appear in the previous note. In some situations, you may cite a source within parentheses in the text instead of in a footnote or an endnote. Parenthetical notes give readers a cleaner, more readable text, especially if you have many references to just a few sources. You may include in the parentheses only the page numbers or other locator if readers can readily identify the specific source from your text, either because it is the main object of your study, or because you mention the author or title in your text. You should include the author and page numbers or other locator if readers cannot readily identify the source from your text and you cite only one work by that author. You should also include a shortened title and page numbers or other locator if readers can readily identify the author from your text and you cite more than one work by that author.